Alrighty, guys, it is almost 9 o'clock here on the East Coast, Thanksgiving night. I hope everybody had a super day with their family or friends. And if you didn't have the ability to get anywhere, God bless. I hope that the next holiday coming up or whatever holidays you do celebrate, that you get that opportunity to, make it to your family and stuff and catch up on some good times or even the bad times, right? So let's dive right in here into GameStop without getting, emotional on things, right? Because we're gonna keep this on the up and up. All right. So we left off on Wednesday saying that we need to get through around 31.40, 31.50. Like that. Those quarters I always talk about. Good spot, as another target to go through. Now I did mention that breaking through the flag is possible, which we did see, and then back testing the flag. I drew it up here at one point just to show an example, but it's just how things go sometimes. These flags, look at this last flag that we went through, right? It took a long time. So even if we go back under for a little tomorrow, and I'm not saying that's happening, but anything could happen. I'm just saying the flag could be extended, not because I drew it, but I'm just saying it's there, right? This white line has been tested already, so I like that. So there's a good chance of back testing this and seeing a good possibility of breaking out above 31.40 or 31.50 tomorrow and then getting another higher high. Now, I believe if we get another higher high, 35 is like the next target, or 34.75, 34.50, about a 50-cent range, okay, from one to the other. A double standard deviation could take us right around $40, okay? And, plus or minus, but close to 40. I had a couple people asking, are there other targets? Why were you mentioning, now I have a new pinned post, which has my viral post within it, with the orange line theory, like the sine waves and all that fun stuff. So, there's the big worm. Maybe this is the final big worm that sends us through, right? That was the whole orange line thing, gapping above it. So anyways, moving forward, as I mentioned in the video, I don't know if my subconscious, I just happen to be doing this, and it stopped around 12:09 at 9:30, which is, we know now, is one day before earnings. And I mentioned that it could get into this range up here. All right, and it's very possible. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I want to show you just obviously straight up even price targets at 40 and 50. I know that sounds very lame and just very practical too, but it's possible. And there would possibly be a ceiling only because of the gaps that I found on other lines. Like this giant purple line, I think you guys could see the gap here. Big gap. And guess what? It goes all the way back to another gap. Right here. Just like, and I think that's where I drew it from. Honestly, that would make the most sense. Are the dots there? Yeah, there's a dot there, and, well, the other one's probably up here. Probably not, because I just was able to connect it so easily. But regardless of that, is there a gap in here too? Oh, what do you know? It goes through a gap in here too. Is that where the line is? There's the other point. And so just from two simple points, okay, if you saw those dates really quick, could you believe that it goes through a gap here too? Just like the orange line that's down here for MOAS. So I'm not saying we're going to gap above this purple line, but considering the theory, it's very possible. All right. And this is not a time thing, and don't worry about the fractal above. That has no measurement or consideration right now. All right, we're still having fun here. But look at the potential. All right, that's all I really wanted to was explain a little bit more, because as we get closer to earnings, I may actually bring this fractal back down to show some things. But for right now, I just want to see how GameStop continues in price development. So just remember, for tomorrow, we need 31.50-ish. We'll see. I have the 31.40 line drawn from Wednesday. we'll just say 31.40, but you want to see a good positive breakout, and of course, taking a new higher high. First higher high could be around this number. Next higher high could be around this number with a 2 standard deviation move. You stack these two lines, I know they'll fit in here. I know they'll fit in there. So, not even going to go into that, but it's all very possible. All right, and guys, I wish you the best of your evening. I hope even if you're still eating or watching football with family, unbutton that top button. All right, we don't want the squeeze affecting your body. We want the squeeze affecting the shorts, who are. I wonder what kind of Thanksgiving they had today. You got to think about that sometimes. Not out of like remorse or, just straight up feeling bad, but it's like, are they really having a good Thanksgiving if they're sweating, losing their lungs and perhaps more, their hedge fund worth billions, all because of a video game company? Wow. GameStop, guys. GameStop. Billions of dollars. Billions. They didn't have that long ago. Like now. Even more conviction than I have, maybe even you've had recently. But let's see how this goes. And Dr. Rage will be there for you tomorrow morning. I did check out. I peeked at the pre-market scam hours at 8 o'clock, and whoopty, it's nothing too crazy yet. So keep on the lookout for pre-market tomorrow, at least after the actual market starts trading briefly before options at 9:30 in the morning. But be excited, guys. Next week, I mean, if we crush Max Payne again, it could actually, send those market makers hedging for the calls, because they're going to need to supply the shares if people start exercising or institutions start exercising just to hedge and stay ahead of the game. So that's it, guys. I wish you the best of the night once more, and thanks so much, as always, Dr. Rage.